Hello.
Hi all, so today is a new bike day potentially. So a quick update. Some of you may already be aware that I passed my module 2 of my motorcycle test on the 8th of July. First time with only 2 minors. Big shout out and thanks to Simon, Laura and Mike over at Redditch Motorcycle Training who made it possible. So that now means I have a full bike licence, which leads on to today's video. Big bike shopping. Heading to Blade Motorcycles, sorry the camera is really wobbly, heading to Blade Motorcycles in Stratford-Upon-Avon, going on Bowden's bike. I'm having to be pillion princess for the day, just to get over there and then test ride the bike that I might be getting, hopefully take you along for the ride, and yeah, we'll see if today's going to be the day. It's safe to say that it felt very strange being a pillion again. I was quite shocked at how little I could actually see, yet when I was a pillion before I loved it and felt like I saw so much. How my perspective has changed now that I'm a rider. Right, here we are guys and girls. Blade at Stratford. I'm going to switch you off for now. See you in a bit. Yep, I'm still waiting. As you can all probably tell, this was my first ever test ride. Jamie from Blade had told me I had 1 hour. I had been waiting for Bo now for 5 of those 60 minutes, so I was fully aware that the clock was ticking away. I had also been informed that there would be a hefty excess to pay if the bike didn't come back in the exact condition in which it left. With all that in mind, it was safe to say I was feeling a little tense and nervous. However, once I relaxed and eased into the ride, getting used to the responsive throttle and the exact positioning of the switches, the stiffness and nerves melted away. These yellow painted warning lines feel disgusting when riding over them on a bike. When I drive over them in my car, I don't feel the bumps as much. During the test ride, I wanted to experience different types of roads and speed limits in both urban and rural areas. Bo and I chatted about how this bike compared to my Zonte's 125 Singer and the Suzuki SV650 that have seen me through my training and tests. We decided to pull over at Ragley Hall entrance, the home of the ABR, for a quick breather and a look around the bike. For those that haven't worked it out already by the dash, I can now reveal that I am riding the Yamaha Tracer 900. That's the footpeg. How high is it?
There, can you see it?
I'm catching that. That's really not very helpful. It looks big. It looks big.
It looks right size for me, doesn't it? So what I was thinking, if they unscrew this and bolt this slightly, you can rotate that slightly towards you. I don't know if that would help or not.
I don't know.
Oh!
Give me good luck.
That's good to know.
At this point, Bo and I talked through the pros and cons of the bike. Here is the bike spec for you guys to have a look at whilst that is happening in the background. doesn't look small next to your bike, does it? Yeah. I need to be back there at 11:30. Okay, so the pros and cons that Bo and I were talking through. The pros: the ride composition and style of bike, excellent reviews and good reliable engine, value for money, the suitability for touring, it only had one previous owner from new, the panniers were included, it was well looked after, it had the ability for a lower seat height, it had the heated grips I so desperately wanted, it had less than 13,000 miles on the clock, it had long-term suitability, it was within budget, and the sound of that triple engine. The cons. So I'm vertically challenged at around 5'6", so I had to be quite mindful of the road camber. It didn't have a TFT dash that I was so desperately after. It didn't have cruise control, which would have been helpful for touring. It had limitations on the trip computer regarding fuel. It didn't have the backlighted switches that I got used to on my 125. It was on the heavier side, but not excessive. And I struggled with the kickstand due to the location of the foot peg and the centre stand. All these factors and the specs helped me come to my decision whether to buy this bike or not. But for now, let's return to the ride back to Blade with some traffic, slow control and a hill start thrown in for good measure. If you have enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. But need to definitely improve that. Wrong way. Oh. Yeah. Nerve-wracking, but okay. Ooh. That's what I didn't want to do, make a tit of myself in the car park with everybody looking. I did. I didn't look smooth. Right, decision time.
Let's go and have a cup of tea and a chat.
Okay.
Yep. You'll work out what you need to do, so just a nice simple select button and it's set button. You can look out the window too.
Yeah.
just going to have a cup of tea and chat.
I think my face says it all. I made my decision. I bought my first big bike.
She started out with a CBT and a dream on 2 wheels. She found her self-esteem. From the beginner seat to full license in hand, she's a badass biker, ready to command.